Mixed signals across assets today. Let us cut through the noise and focus on what matters most. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete global indices roundup for June 23rd. It is a split session across global markets. The move follows reports that Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed. Let us go region by region across the major global indices. Starting with the Americas session. S&P 500 is trading lower by -0.37%, at $7,472.79. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SpaceX stock tanks 16%, extending slump following post-IPO rally. NASDAQ 100 is little changed, hovering near $30,347. Equity markets are responding to reports that why a faith-based investing group says it's betting on Palantir, but draws the line at SpaceX, Business Insider. Dow Jones ticked up plus 0.29% to $51,713. Investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices on Brent crude slips to $79 as US-Iran talks ease Hormuz concerns NDTV profit. Starting with the Europe session. DAX ticked up plus 0.45% to $25,140. The move follows reports that Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed. FTSE 100 is trading higher by plus 0.72%, at $10,438. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Starting with the Asia session. Nikkei 225 is trading higher by plus 0.28%, at $71,250. Currency markets are reacting to Ukraine joins Russia in ruthlessly hammering global tourism as Iran, Israel, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Lebanon, Qatar, Bahrain, Iraq, Syria, and more welcome a cooling Middle East crisis while the Eastern Europe conflict again shatters travel itineraries and eat travel and tour world. Hang Seng is down -2.24%, trading at $23,769. The move follows reports that India, ASEAN steel demand to offset China slowdown, Rio Tinto Mining.com. KOSPI is trading higher by plus 0.56%, at $9,114.55. Equity markets are responding to reports that why a faith-based investing group says it's betting on Palantir, but draws the line at SpaceX, Business Insider. Nifty 50 slipped -0.27% to $24,103. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SpaceX stock tanks 16%, extending slump following post-IPO rally. Sensex slipped -0.41% to $77,094. Investor sentiment is being shaped by SpaceX stock tanks 16%, extending slump following post-IPO rally. ASX 200 dipped -1.07% to $8,816.10. The move follows reports that India, ASEAN steel demand to offset China slowdown, Rio Tinto Mining.com. Now, a look at some of India's most active stocks in the news today. Bajaj Finance edged higher plus 0.99% to 968.30 Indian rupees. AUM growth guidance and credit cost assumptions are the two numbers that drive the stock. Any upgrade to AUM guidance signals demand confidence, any deterioration in 90-plus day delinquencies is the early warning. The cross-sell ratio, products per customer, is the moat metric to track. Wipro is down -1.45%, trading at 180.18 Indian rupees. AI services revenue, particularly enterprise AI implementation projects, is the emerging differentiation story. The EBIT margin target of 17 to 17.5% is on track. Watch U.S. financial services deal activity as the indicator of whether demand is genuinely recovering. Now let us look at what is driving these moves at the macro level. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that Brent rises after US-Iran peace talks in Geneva are abruptly postponed. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices on Brent crude slips to $79 as US-Iran talks ease Hormuz concerns NDTV profit. And looking at how some of the biggest global names are trading today. Rocket Lab made a dramatic move today, plunged -6.48% to $100.29. Neutron medium-lift rocket development is the key valuation catalyst. Commercial success would dramatically expand the addressable market. Space Systems revenue is a growing, predictable revenue base. The SpaceX IPO narrative creates positive sector sentiment that benefits Rocket Lab. Alphabet made a dramatic move today, plunged -4.99% to $349.68. The market has overcorrected on AI disruption risk to search. Google's Gemini integration is strong, and the ad business compound rate is intact. Google Cloud growth reacceleration is the catalyst investors are waiting for. Any data point on enterprise Gemini deals would drive a sector re-rating. Amazon made a dramatic move today, plunged -4.75% to $232.79. AWS reacceleration is the single biggest catalyst from here. Every point of growth improvement in cloud margin drives outsized EPS leverage given the fixed cost structure. The advertising business, now the highest margin segment, is compounding at over 20%. Watch for any Project Kuiper satellite launch commentary. Let us give you our near-term view on the Hang Seng. After today's weakness, the $23,055 area is the first meaningful support level to watch for Hang Seng. A stabilization there would be the first sign that sellers are losing conviction. This is our analytical view, not investment advice. To summarize, 5 indices in the green, 8 in the red today. A clear risk-off tone is prevailing across global equities. Let us close with the key events and catalysts on our radar. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Independent market coverage, no subscription fees, no paywalls. If this analysis saved you time and helped you think more clearly about the market, please like the video. It costs you nothing and it directly funds more content like this. Subscribe for daily coverage across indices, stocks, commodities, forex, and crypto. Tell us in the comments, what are you watching most closely right now? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your global indices roundup from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily updates across every major market.